Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Blockblockers YouTube channel. I saw Can in the chat, so I just thought I would not be early. Can't let him be the only one who's always late for his show. Hello, everybody. Let's see here. I gotta scroll up the YouTube chat. I didn't have the bot chat open. Good evening, reading your message. Good evening, Can. Hello, Deadhead Coins. Hello, Goomba. Hello, AG Iowa. Hello, Tarragon Sue. It's good to see you all. Bear hugs and bear hugs, my friends. Hope you're all doing well. Big love, big love. Let's get to the spreadsheet. I didn't update the shipping, so shipping. I'm going to switch to flat rates for shipping for now. Price is always subject to change, but I think I've shipped enough stuff that I am comfortable with putting a flat rate here. But I did learn a thing. How's everyone doing? It's good to see you. Hi, Tarragon Sue. Okay. So, and how do I want to phrase this? U.S. Customs and Border CBP. No habla español. It's the Customs. Is it CBP? Customs and Border Patrol? The one that handle I'm just gonna put by U.S. Customs and Border Services to have an invoice affixed to the parcel. Okay, that's updated. You're doing well. That's good. Doing better now. He's back. Hospital 6. How come everyone's losing power? Who is it? Sterling Cannabis. I think he said he was going to get his power back this evening. He lost power on Sunday. And he ran out of water for himself and his animals. And he couldn't even leave his neighborhood because of all the downed trees. I should have more water on hand. I think about it. I should get like a couple of those 5-gallon jug things. I got enough food. There's really nowhere to burn wood or put a generator in my shitty life. But shitty life. It's good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Got some nice items this week. I got some ancient coins. Yeah, I was surprised to wake up and there was snow. I should have shoveled it earlier. Some of it turned to ice, which was a little frustrating. It's all good. Martin got his package today. Chit-chat's pretty quick within Canada. Less than 1 business day in Ontario and 2 business days for it to get to Nova Scotia from Toronto. That's super fast. Super duper fast. Jack Gummon's syrup ship. I'm jealous. Everybody gets syrup but me. Oh, I got to adjust this camera. Configure. Yep, I'm getting to it. I'm a little bit behind. You see my camera's not even zoomed in. and the exposure is not right. I was typing stuff into the spreadsheet because I had to update the shipping terms there. Let's get the gain right. And I still got to go grab my coffee. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. And I need to copy this to the bot. So copy, what is that? Oh, and then I go here. Thank you, FossilBot. Document. So this is like my fourth coin sale this year. Been averaging about 2.5 buyers. About half of the lots have been selling. Not complaining, grateful, but on account of they've been a bit slow. There is a couple less items this week. Find and replace. Nope, wrong button. Edit, find, and replace. There we go. That's replace. Why didn't it work? Replace all. Close. File. Save. That's that. I did. You can't ship maple syrup to me. It has to be like, it would have to be like a product with a barcode that's like hermetically sealed and preserved and all of that. I know, because Can I won one of his giveaways and it had like an old Coke in the glass bottle sealed, and I looked it up, and yeah, he can send me a Coca-Cola. Actually, I don't know, because I remember my dad's in New York, and I looked into sending him saltfish, which is like a dry preserved fish, and I can mail fish to him. But I don't think I could use the service I do. I'd have to go with Canada Post, I think. Okay, copy, done. Then I have to do this in YouTube chats. Might be possible. You'd have to look into it. But you don't have to send me any. I know it's going to be expensive. I just bugging you. I'm in Canada. There's no shortage of maple syrup. Okay, and I will pin this. Pin message and chat rules. Just in case this looks out of focus. Weather in Toronto and document. It's -13, eh? The document is working. How many folks do we have here? Oops, I did not mean to resize that. 6 viewers, thank you very much. 7 likes, thank you very much. You don't know what syrup I've had. How do you know it's better? Mine's Canadian. Mine comes from Canadian trees. There's no way it's better. Your tree is American. I'm going to make a coffee and then we'll get started. Thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate all of you. Hope you all are having a good day. I know the weather got pretty crazy. And an update. So I think that other company being silly, and I got my refund Monday morning for the skateboard, and then I was looking around, shopping around online, so to speak, and then you wouldn't know any of the brands, but I've been using the electric skateboards for like 9 years now, so some of the brands are familiar to me more so than others, and I found one of them has a warehouse in Canada, so I should have it next week. It's a newer design than the first one, the last one they didn't have inventory. And the other one, the first one, that was going to take 55 to 65 days by sea freight, so 2 months, and they didn't even have inventory. So if they shipped it, say, as an April Fool's joke, I wouldn't have had it until June. Like, that's crazy. Versus now I'm going to have it in March. The newer one that I found, same price. I did have to pay $20 for shipping. It has a newer design, has some nicer features. The only downside, it does have a smaller battery capacity, which isn't immediately an issue, because it will go everywhere I want. It's just after a couple of years, just like your cell phone, as the battery degrades, ages, and holds less capacity, like in a couple of years I won't be able to go as far, type of thing. But yeah, I'm happy about that. I should have it next week. Ordered it this morning, emailed them, asked them when it's going to ship. Yep. So hopefully, and there's no taxes because it's coming from within Canada, so that is skookum. The taxes on the other one would have been like an extra $150, so saving over $100 getting this one. But there's the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is pinned. The shipping has been updated. I guess Goomba, it'd be good for you to pay a shipping, because I have enough stuff here to ship. And I'll review everything when I get back. Let me just go. I'm gonna go pour a coffee and then we'll get this started. Yeah, it did. The only reason I went with the first company is because I've been buying from them and I had lots of spare parts and knowledge of their stuff. But at the end of the day, it's an older design. Their board, it's not as nice. 2 months to get here. They don't have inventory till who knows when, and then I gotta pay taxes. Versus the one I bought this morning, they say 2 to 7 days. It comes from Vancouver, which is understandable. That's a seaport close to China, so I should have it next week. Hopefully the snow will be gone, and that'll be awesome. I'm gonna make coffee. I'll be right back. Who missed me? I don't understand why it's so cold in here today. Like Sunday I was burning up. Today I'm freezing. Almost feel like I need to put a sweater on. Maybe I will. 5 fine folks watching. Thank you for the 8 likes. Everyone seen the spreadsheet? Everyone know the rules? Anyone who wants to get registered? You all ready to get this show on the road or what? Hey, who's ready? You ready? You're not ready. You ready? Who's ready? You ready? You're not ready. You ready? Who's ready? You ready? Tough crowd tonight. Tough crowd. Block this. Let's see if the bot is awake. I typed it. Did it not go? Why does it do that sometimes where I type it and it doesn't go? Okay, the bot is working. That looks... Goomba super ready. We haven't even started. What is the shortcut for the timer again? I think I have a keyboard shortcut. I think this is it. So I didn't have a chance to put the items from last week as add-ons. I am back. Let me get rid of that. I always get messages when I'm streaming. That's funny. All right, we'll bring the scope in. And we'll go to this camera. Okay, we got a frozen camera. Let's gotta fix that. Having some technicals. Please stand high. Bang, bang. Oh, too much. There we go. Okay. Hi, SkyQuest. Good to see how you doing. Is this moving? It is. All right. So, keyboard shortcut is this, which should put 90 seconds on the clock. Yes, it did. This is lot 1. It's a Newfoundland 1943. King George VI is a Newfoundland penny. Its bronze diameter is 19.05 millimeters. The weight, I weighed it, is 3.19 grams. The mintage of 1,239,733. Starting bid is $3. 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. Let's show you the obverse. Lots of detail, a little bit of carbon. See all the jewels, all the letters. 60 seconds remaining. Got a bid after the bidding is open and not before. Looking for $3. You weren't ready. You thought you were ready, but you weren't ready. Or I wasn't ready. Looking for $3. 30 seconds remaining. Thanks, Fossabot. Your bid is not in after the bidding started, my friend. Goombat 3, you got Goombat 3 looking for $4 for this 1943. Hey, it's got a hanging 9. How about that? 10 seconds remaining. $4. Do I hear $4? Anyone gonna snipe him? It's going. Going. Sold, sold, sold. Bidding is closed. Sold to Goomba. Well, this pen took the shits. Thank you very much. So yeah, the stuff from last week, I didn't get to add it to the add-ons page. Oh, I usually review the thing. If I ever forget, remind me to do that in the future. Please and thank you, someone. So I usually do go over the spreadsheet real quick. The link for this is at the top of the chat. We got 16 lots today. There's a description with some notes and the starting bid. Each item as someone wins. I add you to the spreadsheet. I add the sold price. Over to the right, I will keep a running total of what you've spent. Let me delete these. These folks have credits. They're registered. These two folks have mail bags. And then here's terms. New bidders are welcome. Prices are in US dollars. I only ship to PayPal confirmed addresses. Shipping info is on the third tab. Second tab, there are add-on items. If you have a mailbag or you buy stuff, you can add any of these items on. Shipping info is on the third page. Shipping rates are a little bit cheaper. Since you were here last, Deadhead Coins, items are shipped to the USA from Toronto via the United States Postal Service with tracking and insurance. $11 for a bubble mailer, up to $200 for small items like coins and capsules, collectible coin cards, banknotes, etc. Anything that will flat pack into a bubble mailer. So stuff that's like under, say, half an inch. $16 for a 6x9x4 box. It's up to $300. Larger boxes and more expensive items cost extra because the insurance goes up. Banknotes, stamps, coins, bullion, and books are tariff duty free. All other items may incur duty. I recently learned that shipments above $300 US are required by US Customs and Border Services to have an invoice affixed to the parcel. I don't mind doing that, but do keep that in mind, and things are fully insured, so I would have to print everything that's inside. I'd fold it in on itself, and it would go in a label loop, like a little bag on the outside, so no, you wouldn't be able to see what's in there unless you ripped that thing open. But yeah, that is required for shipments over $300 US, so keep that in mind. All right, we got the spreadsheet updated. Let me get, where's the bookmark? We'll get on to lot number 2. So shipping is cheaper than it was before. Apparently that whole thing with the invoicing that came into effect the end of last year, that is something that the US government has decided to impose upon y'all. So that'd be at your discretion as to whether or not you are comfortable with that. Whether you want to put everything in, if you have over 300, if you want to put everything into one, or if you want to break it up. It is cheaper to put everything into one, but again, there will be an invoice affixed to the outside of the package. Lot number 2 is a Prince Edward Island 1871 penny. 90 seconds going on the clock. Bidding is open. Composition is bronze. It's 25.4 millimeters. I did weigh it. It is 5.41 grams. The mintage is $2 million. The starting bid is $4. It's a very nice one. Like, I mean, this is I think I've had one of these before, a different year. Pretty old coin. That's like 155 years old. 60 seconds remaining. Got Tarragon 4. Goomba came back with 5, looking for 6. 5 looking for 6. Prince Edward Island. Parva subintenti probably means like penny or something. It's probably some native trees. It's a pretty one. I like it. There's a sharper focus for y'all. There it is under the light. It is bronze. Mintage of $2 million, 1871. We got Tarragon Sioux at $6, looking for 7, 30 seconds on the clock. 6 looking for 7. Goomba at 7, looking for 8. Let's see, is this... Okay, I thought it was rotated for a moment. It is not. Got Goomba at 7, looking for 8. Tarragon Sioux is out. Thank you for bidding. 10 seconds remaining. Anyone going to snipe it? Beautiful old penny. Counting it down. And bidding is closed. Sold to Goomba. Thank you very much. Thank you, bidders. $7. Get that away and update the spreadsheet. Thank you, thank you. If you don't mind, share it out. The success of these auctions are, or the ongoing weekly auctions are highly dependent on people being here and bidding. And you spread the word, and we'll keep on trucking. Updating the spreadsheet. We should get Can to do a community post. All right, now that, okay, I guess I have to put that here. and to Tarragon Zoo. There. All right. Thank you, thank you. That brings us to lot 3. Let me get it out. Lot 3. Dang, I'm feeling sore today. Lot 3. Hit lot 3. Coming out. This is a neat one. I've never seen one of these before. Keyboard shortcut, 90 seconds going on the clock. Bidding is open. This is a Hong Kong 1877. 1 cent. Queen Victoria. Composition is bronze. Diameter is 27.5 millimeters. I weighed it 7.36 grams. Mintage on this one is also 2 million. Starting bid $5. Starting bid $5. Looking for $5. 1 cent. It's got Queen Victoria on it. It's a Victorian coin. You see some detail in her hair and on her attire. A good amount of detail for the age of the coin. I don't know. Perhaps. Hong Kong, penny, 1877. Hong Kong. I believe there were 2 different one that happened to them twice. Really nice. 30 seconds remaining. Looking for $5. Starting bid $5. Any interest? Looking for $5. Is bronze Victorian penny from Hong Kong, 1877. $10. Oh my gosh, that startled me. The fuck. Counting it down. $5. Looking for $5. And that is pulled. Let me update the spreadsheet. Thank you very much. Thank you for looking. That brings us to lot 4. Let me take a bite of my Laura bar. Okay. Look, it's like a poo bar. All right. Lot 4, 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. British 19.023 pence. Starting bid $6. Looking for $6. King Edward VII. Sterling silver, 16 millimeter diameter. I weighed it. It's 1.33 grams. Mintage is almost 3 million. 60 seconds. $124 years old. British 3 pence. It's a little baldy. His beard is smaller than yours, Goomba. Any interest? Starting bid $6, looking for $6. Sterling silver, 3 pence from 1902, looking for $6, $6, looking for $6. Any interest? $6. 10 seconds remaining. And we counting it down. Last chance, last chance. That tastes good. Wow, finally made a good coffee. And thank you for looking, thank you for looking. brings us on to lot 5. Lot 5. Lot 5 starting bid is $9, 90 seconds going on the clock. Bidding is open. Is a Canada 1935, 10 cent. Looks like there might be some doubling in the date. It's 80% silver, diameter 18.03 millimeters. I weighed it. It's 2.31 grams. Mintage, low mintage, mintage of 384,056. Starting bid $9. Looking for $9. A little bit of wear on the obverse, as expected for a coin of that age, 91 years old. You can see some of the jewels are not seen, but lots of detail in his face and in the letters. Got deadhead coins at 9, 60 seconds remaining. Good detail in the clothes. Coin has probably been cleaned. I'm not an expert on those things on account of how blast white it still is. Got the crown with the... Hey, the 3 pence had those leaves. What are those? What do we call those? Let me get in close, see if that's actually like some doubling there in the date. No, just a little bit of damage on the top of the 9. I thought I saw a machine step. So, no. Got Tarragon Sioux at 10, looking for 11. It's a really pretty coin. It's stuck out to my eyes. Got Deadhead coins at 11, looking for 12. It stuck out, so I grabbed it. Counting it down, 10 seconds remaining. Final warning coming up in the clock. We got Deadhead coins at 11, looking for 12. King George V. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. And bidding is closed. Sold to Deadhead coins for 11. Thank you for bidding. Thank you, bidders. Deadhead coins. That was 11. Thank you very much. Let me update the spreadsheet. Coins 11. This is a nice pickup. That's one that I wouldn't have been upset if it didn't sell, but I can't keep everything. The spreadsheet is updated. That brings us to lot number 6. If I can type correctly. Get out of the bag. This one's in a capsule. Maybe it'll look better under this camera. Lot 6, Canada 1960. Oops, it's a 66. It's not a 96. Let me update that in the spreadsheet. Ignore what the bot said. So the spreadsheet is updated. Just ignore that it says 96 on the bot. It pulls that from the spreadsheet. So it is a 1966, as you can see. I'm going to put 90 seconds in the clock on the timer and open up the bidding. It's a 50 cent. 80% silver bidding is open, looking for 28. Starting bid is $28. Diameter 29.72 millimeters. Weight is 11.66 grams. Mintage 7,683,228. Comes with the capsule. Let's open it so you can see it. See how close I can get. There we go. Beautiful coin. 60 seconds on the clock. Will it go this way? Yes, it will. It's cameo from a proof set. Ones with cameos are from proof sets, I believe. Don't hold me to that. I think the ones that were in general circulation had brilliant finishes. It is a third of a point, not a third, 0.3 troy ounces. That's what I'm trying to say. 0.3 troy ounces. 80% silver. 30 seconds on the clock. Starting bid $28. Looking for $28. Comes with the capsule. Canada 1966. Brilliant silver $1.50. Coat of arms, Queen Elizabeth II, DG Regina. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. Last call. Final warning coming in the chat, counting it down. Number 28. Bidding is closed. Thank you. Thank you for looking. She's pulled. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. You update the spreadsheet. That will bring us to lot 7. Been selling a lot of these ones lately. Keep bringing them out. This is a new one I got. I keep picking them up. Got 3 or 4 of them now. Lot 7 is Canada 1958 silver dollar. BC commemorative, aka the death dollar. I will take it out so you can see it. We'll put 90 seconds on the clock. Is 80% silver, is 0.6 troy ounces. The actual weight is 23.33 grams. Mintage just over 3 million. Starting bid 55. Starting bid 55. Looking for 55. I'll scope that for you. So shiny, the scope trips out. It is a centennial dollar commemorating 100 years, province of British Columbia. With the totem pole. Mountains behind the totem. Awesome coin, awesome coin. 80% silver. Mintage 3 million. It's a pretty low mintage. $30 seconds. Is that his tongue? That's cool. The little bear, is that a bear? Are they both bears? That's super cool. The mountains. Counting it down, final warning, coming up in the chat, looking for 55.6. Troy ounces is the actual silver weight. Any interest? Any interest? I think the bot took a fart. Gonna say bidding is closed. Don't know what happened to the bots. Usually it's good unless YouTube is having an issue. Oh, there it is. How come it was so slow? Why am I seeing that so slow? Sorry about that. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. I feel like that was more than 10 seconds. Is that weird on your end? I clicked on the bot and then it started going again. That was weird. And my camera froze again. When I clicked on the program application, it seemed to start going again. This camera is going to be, this is like what mine, I bought this camera to replace the other camera that was doing this. Maybe I got to stop buying Logitech cameras. Give me a second to update the spreadsheet and reset this camera. Thank you for being here. Be wonderful if you shared it out, told a friend. We get more people here, I start selling out. Last year I was thinking about doing it twice a week because things were getting so good, and now that I actually have a bot that's helping me 90% of the time, it's possible. The reason the auctions were always on Tuesdays on account of that was the day that JJ was available to help when he was helping, and now we got the bot doing its bot-tacular thing. So would be able to do it more frequently. Yep. All right. Lot number 8 coming up. Starting bid is $26. This is a Canada 2001 sterling silver 50-cent piece. We'll hit the keyboard shortcut to put 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. This is from a proof set. The mintage is $74,194. Starting bid $26. Looking for $26. Canada 2001 sterling silver 50-cent coin. Coat of arms. The diameter is 27.13 millimeters. It has a reeded edge. I'm grabbing it by the reeded edge. The weight is 9.3 grams. Got Goomba Gary at 26. Looking for 27. It is shiny. It's from a proof set. Had minimal handling, never been circulated. Very shiny. Deep cameo on the queen. 60 seconds remaining. Any other interest? Got Goomba at 26, looking for 27. Does have that one spot there I'm seeing. Super shiny. Super shiny. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. Sterling silver. So, what is that? Like 7, 8. I'm not sure what the actual silver weight is on that. It's a nice one. 10 seconds remaining. Final warning coming up. Got Goomba at 26, looking for 27. Super shiny. Bidding is closed. Sold Goomba for 26. Congratulations. Let's update the spreadsheet. On this page. There's a nice coin. That one's from my PC. I got some others if you are interested. Hello, Jack. You know, I have capsules. I don't know if I want to. I'd have to check. I might have extra capsules that size. If you ask at the end, remind me at the end and I can check. If I have a few, I don't mind. But I have lots of capsules. The thing is, I sell them off, and then when I need them, I'd end up spending more to replace them. So, but if I have extras, no problem. Let me update the spreadsheet because there are some sizes I have more than I need. Actually, I think I have the 50-cent pieces are the size of toonies, but I can't remember if it's the new or the old ones that are the size of the toonies. I think it's the new ones. Wait, what's the diameter there? It said 27.12. So if I go to coins in Canada here, well, let me update the spreadsheet first and not get too distracted. So we got Goomba Gary 26, and I'll update your price here. So we also add. How you doing, Jack? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in and hanging out. You may have a capsule for it. Well, I may have a capsule I can sell you. So if I come over here, Canadian coins, price guide and values. Where's the $2 coins? $2 coins, $2 coins. Let's find out the diameter of one of these. 28. And that coin is 27.13. So you'd have like a sixth, like not even a 16th all the way around. I do have lots of toonie capsules. I have different ones too. I have ones that have the edge that you can grab and ones that don't. So the spreadsheet is updated. That brings us to lot 9 of, let's see here, lot 9 of 16. So we have hit the halfway point. Lot 9 coming up. Oh, this is a nice one too. All right, we'll put that in the chat. Lot 9 is a Canada 1987 $1 proof loonie. Starting bid 15, putting 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. Let me get my screen up. This is in the original mint packaging. It's the first year of issue. It is nickel bronze composition, 26.5 millimeters, weight is 7 grams. It is in a beautiful navy blue velour clamshell with a COA. Mintage 178,000. But you want to see the coin? Let's show you the coin. First year of issue. 60 seconds on the clock. It is nickel. I think it is tri-plated with bronze. Let's see what this says. That's French. The special proof edition commemorates the first issue. The design is work by Robert Ralph Carmichael of Ontario and depicts a common loon. It is pure nickel electroplated with bronze. Got Goomba Gary at 15. The new circulating dollar coin was released in July of 1987, replaces the nickel dollar. The thickness is 2 millimeters, weight is 7 grams, diameter 26.5. Beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. Got Goomba Gary at 15, looking for 16. Got Goomba at 15, looking for 16. 10 seconds remaining. Last call. Looking for 16. Any other interest? Beautiful coin. Bidding is closed. Sold to Goomba, $15. Congratulations. Very nice pickup. Very nice, very nice. And it's got a maple leaf in there. That's a nice one. Congratulations. You don't have the first year. Well, now you do. I don't even have the first year anymore. You just bought it from me. Bye, Gary. Look forward to getting my skateboard in nicer weather. I figure I can get to the shipping center on my skateboard in an hour round trip, but on public transit it takes 2 hours. Crazy to even think about that. So I'm gonna update the spreadsheet here. I think I have like some specimen sets from that year too that have all of the coins somewhere. But the coins, you can get them like specimen, proof. I think some of the coins you can get them in sterling and stuff. It's all different finishes. So we got Goomba at 15. Let me update the spreadsheet. Updating the spreadsheet. Thank you very much, bidders. Thank you for being here. How you doing, Jack? That's in there. So the running total has been updated. It brings us to lot 10. Lot 10. Taking that out of here. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. Lot 10. Canada 1997. So this is similar. Well, it's a different design for 87, but like this is a specimen set. Actually, did they have the same design for 80s? No, the 87 didn't have the loonie. It had the nickel dollar. They're always changing these things. You know how it is. So this is a Canada 1997 specimen set. The starting bid is $22. We'll put 90 seconds on the clock and open up the bidding. It's a 7-coin specimen set with the flying loon. It's got beautiful packaging. It says there, specimen set. And it's a dark navy blue with a chrome thing there. I'm not going to open it too wide. Don't want to put creases or anything on it. It comes with COA and information about all the coins, telling you the weight and the composition. This has a mintage of 97,595, looking for $22. It's got the flying loon for the 10th year anniversary of the loonie. Very beautiful specimen finish. Blue nose, beaver, penny, $50 with the coat of arms, quarter with caribou, and a beautiful specimen toonie. This is the first year that you could get the toonie in the specimen set. The toonie came out in 1996, but did not have the toonie in the specimen set. So it's the first year. Got deadhead coins at 22, looking for 23. Beautiful finish on the back of these coins. You can see the specimen finish lines on them. See those vertical lines? That is how the specimen is. Let me try and get these under the scope for you. Got Goomba at 23, looking for 24. Last call. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sets. Thanks, Fossil Bots. Did I read that wrong? I got Goomba at 25. I think I might have missed a bid, but Goomba's at 25. Apologize if I wasn't calling all the bids there. Sometimes I'm looking at the screens trying to show you the coins. Like I'm looking here at the scope and I'm looking at the monitor trying to show you the coins in focus as best as I can. And sometimes I do miss the chat, but I always get Tarragon Sue. He's been a great help with the auctions, always saying who won the lot, and yeah, he watches that, makes sure I don't miss any bids. I do appreciate you do that. It's pretty simple. He's only got to like type that, like, well, today we got 16 lots, so with the bot calling it out, it makes it very easy. Also means he can participate in bidding, since the bots, right, the bot don't care who you are. Congratulations, Goomba Gary, 25. Yeah. I'll probably get more of those. I should have looked to see if they had two. It's always, I tried to get doubles for things when and where I can, and it bids up, and then I offer to all the bidders, but, you know, I don't always feel like when I'm at the coin shop digging around in the bids for everything. But I know for sure there's more of those. But yeah, like I said, I don't always feel like digging for stuff. Sometimes things are just out in the open, and I just grab stuff. Like when I go to the coin shop, I never really know what I like. I might have something in mind that I want to get, but most of the time I just go and it's whatever, like as stuff comes in, he buys it, it's kind of there, and those are the things I usually just tend to grab. And this was something that had just come in, so, and it's a pretty set. It's the first year for the 7-coin set, so I grabbed it. Let me update the spreadsheet here. I thought Goomba would, well, none of the stuff I have, because I know some people probably spent quite a bit at Raida's St. Jude's auction, so I chose to have a bunch of lower priced items this week for that reason. I talked to my LCS about what Ida does for St. Jude's, and he said, oh, remind me next year, because I said it was the 4th annual, and that Ida does it the 3rd week in March every year, and he said, oh, let me know next year when it's happening and we'll donate something. It never even crossed my mind. Had I told him like a couple months ago, he probably would have donated something for her. And like, he specializes in ancient coins, which we have coming up next are 2 ancient coins. And you know, I don't recall, like, Goomba, do you recall seeing any ancient coins for sale at Ida's? Like, he could send like an ancient coin, you know. There's probably more of those lying around. Oh yeah, for sure there's probably more lying around, but usually to find things, they're usually like in the bin, under a bin on top. Like, it's not worth the time it takes to dig for things, you know. Like I said, when I go in, usually I'll see all the stuff that's come in the last couple of days. It takes a while for things to all kind of get sorted away, and then so I try to go in frequently. And then like a lot of the stuff here is just stuff that was kind of like it had just come in, right? So it hadn't been put away into with like its inventory area. And I'm like, oh. And that's kind of what I do every week. I see stuff and I grab it. I don't go in with like, the only thing in mind that I have to grab will be like, do you have anything that glows? Do you have anything that glows? Do you have anything that glows? But other than that, it's just like I see these things and I go, this is neat, this is neat, this is neat, this is neat, this is neat. And then I bring a bunch of stuff home and I record it. And oh, that camera keeps freezing. Why? That's actually annoying. Like, why is that? Maybe I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. Hold on here. I gotta reach across here to do that. Which one is it? It is this one. That's a really good pickup because I bought the coin on its own without the set for 35. 1 or 2 ancient. I know I saw a couple, but I don't remember a whole bunch, maybe 3 or 4. Or we just send something really nice that's Canadian, you know? Like, he knows what St. Jude's is, and I was there, I think, on Sunday when they were like at like lot 220. And they were at like 40,000, and I explained to them how it works. Everything's donated, and then you make your payment on the auction straight to St. Jude's, and it's public, and they see, and then people do donate for the shipping and yada yada yada. When I go in, I'll update them on what the total was. Let me fix this camera. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items left. Configure, cancel. Hopefully it doesn't keep. I don't know why this camera. It might be the USB port now that I think about it, because this camera shouldn't be doing this. This is a new camera. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. I thought it froze again right away. I was about to swear. All right, did I update the spreadsheet? Yes, I did. All right, that brings us to lot 11. You know, I don't really shop for too many people, but if ever there's anything you're interested in, let me know. Like Tarragon Sue was looking for a bunch of $50, and I checked, and Coin Shop didn't have any of them. I guess it's like rare dates or something. All right, this brings us to lot 11. This is ancient Rome. It's in a thing, and it says this on the thing. Is that in focus? Let me move. I need an extra monitor. I get windows burying other windows. Let me move this to a clean spot. And there it is. So I haven't shown any ancient coins since last year. It's the first that I've grabbed ancient coins. This is 307 to 337 after death AD. This is ancient Roman coin minted by the London Mint. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock. Starting bid is $110. Looking for $110. Bidding is open. This is a very fine plus. Very old coin. So I believe that is Alexander the Great's father. IMP Emperor Constantine. I know it's probably underpriced for the condition. I don't know. I know I took a few ancient coins, and on a couple of them he was saying it's old price, the price is low. So good coins. I didn't get a chance to look up what that is, but that's crazy. Looks like you've been hit by a bolt of electricity, holding something there, maybe a sling or a rock. He's got his thing out. 30 seconds on the clock, looking for 110. This is an old coin. That's like 1700 years old. 1700 years old. Again, my coin shop specializes in ancient numismatic coins. I decided to bring home some cheaper ones. In the future I may bring some more expensive ones, some maybe pure silver ones or even gold ones. But yeah, last call on this ancient Roman coin minted at the London Mint. Looking for 110. A lot of detail in there. Bidding is closed. Hi JJ. Good to see you, bud. How you doing? Curious to see what Ida's giveaways were. When she said register, when Silver Key said make sure you're registered, my brain exploded. I was like, that's too much work. Plus, you were doing a lot. You deserve it. You're staring at the screen until your eyeballs were popping out. I'm curious to know what it was, though. She didn't say what the giveaways were, just that they were from her. I mean, it's none of my business, but I'm curious. What did I give away? Huh? What? Did I see what? Who? Hearsay. I was very tempted. I gotta wait for cash coming before bidding on stuffs. I'll be here for a while. Although a lot of things, as it says in the spreadsheet, many items are on consignment and available for a limited time only. They are available for a limited time. Right? I don't return stuff as fast as I used to. Stays in my presence for a little while. I hope you're doing well, JJ. Thanks for popping in. This is lot 12. So this says that. I'll put it in the chat. Make that bigger. This is an ancient Greek. Very fine. So this is 359 to 336 before Christ. And as I said, my coin shop specializes in ancient coins. I think I have a lot of that in the bot. It says something in Greek. I don't know like what all that is. Bunch of stuff over my head. So we will put 90 seconds on the clock. Starting bid on this one is $165. It is older, has a higher starting price. It is an ancient Greek king of Macedon, Philip II. 359 to 336 BC. And the reverse has a youth riding horseback. 60 seconds remaining, looking for 165. Ancient Greek coin. Youth riding a horse. Looks like it's bronze. King Philip II, King of Macedon. $30 seconds remaining. Any interest? Starting bid 165, looking for 165. Ancient coins. If there's any countries or time periods of things you're interested in, 10 seconds remaining, always do let me know. Final warning coming up. Starting bid 165, looking for 165 for this ancient Greek coin. It's got the head of Apollo facing right on the obverse and a youth riding a horse on the reverse. Old coin that's like 2,400 years old. And she's pulled. Yeah, if there's any like time periods or countries or anything you're interested in, let me know. My coin shop specializes in ancient numismatic coins, and I have access to plenty of them. Thank you for looking. Thank you for being here. It's a good day. Things are in the green. See up there? All right. That's pulled. We got 4 items left. This next one's a nice one. Lot 13, I believe it is. Yep, lot 13 coming up. So I'll make this bigger. Lot 13, starting bid is $26. Hello, Isaiah. This is Rarities Mint. It's 1988. My heart is yours. Peanuts. The fineness is 3 nines. It's a 10th ounce of silver. Serial number 5,583 of 30,000. 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. So that's how it looks. And then it comes out. That's how that looks. 5,583 of 30,000. It was issued January 15th, 1988. Beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. Starting bid $26. Looking for $26. Pure solid, 3 nines, fine, silver. My heart is yours. Beautiful. Looking for $26. $26. Ah, Snoopy giving a hug. What does that say? Looks like some copyright years. Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Got emo at 26. I got emo at 26. Looking for 27. 30 seconds remaining. 1988 Rarities Mint. 10th ounce of fine silver in a capsule, in a card with all of this jazz. Looking for 27. Got emo at 26. Looking for 27. Emo beat Deadheads by a fraction of a second. 10 seconds last call on the clock, counting it down. Any other interest? Looking for 27. Got emo at 26. Looking for 27. Bidding is closed. Sold to emo 26. I show emo 26 on my chat box. That is correct. She did. Double check. Yeah, I was in her stream this morning. Yep, I show emo first on both chats. I should put this one to live. Good to see you, emo. How you doing? It's good for Christmas. It doesn't have to be, or birthdays, or wives, or anniversaries. It's good for all kinds of occasions. It's an old piece. It's 45 years old. 40, something like that. 88? What is that, 35, 36 years old? I don't know. Sorry if I missed it, Jack. I know I asked you how you're doing. If you answer while I'm in the middle of showing a coin and talking about it, there's sometimes that I will miss your messages because I'm focusing on the auction. Let me update the spreadsheets. Emo. So Goomba and Emo, you guys should have your tracking. I hope you got your tracking. Three items left. 26 running total. What were those drips down the back of the truck, JJ? All those white milky drips. Like the truck's inside, and that was weird. Like it'd been sitting outside in some rain or something. I figured they'd be surprised. I mean, Ida probably does, like, I don't know. Ida's giveaways are always awesome. Like, even when she does her trivia in the mornings, like, Ida's, if I could be up every morning playing that trivia. I don't know if she ships to Canada, though. I forgot to ask. I meant to ask her that. That was one reason I wasn't registering or bidding. I don't know if she ships to Canada. Not that, like, I was really looking to buy anything. Oh, you remember the Germanian coin I was showing you guys the other day? So yeah, I bought that. Frickin' ridiculous. I've lost my mind. I'm gonna make, when it shows up, I'm gonna make a video titled I've lost my mind. Polishing compound? Okay. So we are up to, I think this is lot 14. Yep. Wow, I'm just eating this. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you as well. So I guess this one didn't get to you as fast, Emo. Tarragon Sue and Fervid stuff got delivered on Sunday, and then Martin's treasure hunting, he got his today. Within Canada, it's pretty quick. Oh, you asked her? I would have missed that. She doesn't send to Canada. Also, like, there's the whole thing that you already know about with the tarot. Like, if people don't declare it right, it just gets really expensive real fast. So, I mean, I could always... I have 5 proxies in the US, but I don't know. I'm in saving mode right now. Anyways, we're on to lot 14. The shipping has updated a little bit. So before I get into this, so shipping, I've decided to start going with flat rates because it's just easier. Like, I have a mail bag right now for Dandy Dave, and the shipping's due, and I invoiced him. Same time I invoiced Emo, and I emailed him, and I didn't get paid, and I didn't hear back from him. I'm hoping he pops into one of my streams one of these days so I can communicate it with him. I sent those all out 48 hours before, like on Wednesday, I guess it was. Wednesday night. It's packed. I want to get it out. But whatever. That's besides the point. What I'm trying to get at is because of that hiccup, I've decided just to start, you prepay for your shipping, and I'm going to do flat rates. I've sent enough packages out now that I'm comfortable asking these prices. If there's a big difference and like you're paying over by more than like $2 or something, I probably just credit you, or you can tell me just keep it as a tip. But it's $11 for bubble mailers, up to $200 for smaller items, and $16 for a 6x9x4 box, up to $300. Larger boxes and more expensive items cost more because of the insurance. Shipments over, and I just learned this on Friday, I guess it was. Shipments of $300 or more are required by U.S. Customs and Border Services to have an invoice affixed to the parcel. I'm okay to do that if that's something you're okay with. Otherwise, maybe you want to split your stuff up, and I'll let y'all decide. But banknotes, stamps, coins, bullion, and books are tariff and duty free, up to $800, like always. So if it's $300 US or less, there's nothing on the box to indicate what's in it. If it's over $300 US, I'm required to put an invoice. It's not worth not doing it, because if I ever did get inspected, I could be banned from using the shipping service, and then everything would come to an end. So if your stuff's more expensive, maybe we got to split it up, or yeah, I've thought about undervaluing or putting that spot, but I don't know. It can get sticky. So it'd basically be like a piece of paper that gets folded in and put into a sleeve, and when you look at it from the outside, it just looks like a blank piece of paper. Like, you're not going to be able to at a glance see what it is. But if you tore the plastic, like what do they call them, labelopes, it's just like a bag, and you tape it down and the thing is in it. It's like a pocket. So just putting that out there so everybody knows. But yep, we are on lot 14. This here is lot 14. It's a nice one. Lot 14, starting bid $60, Canada 2017, $3 fine silver coin. It's from the Zodiac series. 7.96 grams, diameter 27, millimeters, mintage, 5,500, starting bid $60. 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. It has black original mint packaging, maroon clamshell. It's a beauty. It's got a crystal in it, the Taurus birthstone, 1/4 ounce, painted with the zodiac signs. COA, probably has some information in there about some stuff. That's what it looks like under the scope. It's very beautiful. Looking for $60, starting bid $60. It's got 2 jewels on it. That's awesome. I forgot about that. And it's painted, has all the zodiacs on it, has the white clear crystal, I'm assuming the Taurus, and that red stone in the middle is most likely the Taurus birthstone. That is pretty. Look at that. Ain't that something? 1/4 ounce, 7.9 grams of fine silver. Got Emo the Fish Keeper at 60, looking for 61. It's got the old bust of the Queen uncrowned, frosted cameo, $3 face value, 30 seconds on the clock. Any other interest? Got Emo the Fish Keeper at 60, looking for 61. Very beautiful piece. It's got all the zodiacs around the edge with a crystal at the Taurus and the Taurus birthstone. A lot of detail. Super, super, super sweet coin. Look at that. Isn't that special? Has the U.S. ever had any coins with gemstones on them? We got the last call in the chat. Any other interest? Looking for 61. 61. Looking for 61. Anyone going to snipe it? Bidding is closed. Got Emo the Fish Keeper at $60. Thank you very much, my friend. Nice pickup. Congratulations. And if anyone ever has any birthdays, there's several different years that have these type of coins. So, you know, I can try and keep an eye out for stuff like your birthdays, wife's birthdays, kids' birthdays. Like, I know there's a couple other ones like this at the coin shop. Can't remember the years though. I missed some messages here because I was trying to move on with the chat. Isaiah came in. Hello. You asked, could be wrong. Block and Net had a package from Customs and Border Patrol take 3 weeks to Harrisburg, 50 miles. From CHB? What's CHB? To you? 50 miles away from you, it went to Florida twice. Oh yeah, everyone on eBay, or PayPal rather, this is something I've been telling folks. You should have your 9-digit zip codes. I don't know if it's something that would have helped you in that situation, JJ, but most people only have their 5-digit zip codes. You should put 5-4. You should put your full 9-digit zip codes. If it helps, it helps. I mean, it's something you only have to do it once, and then yeah. It's on your water bill if you don't know what it is. All right, sold to Emo. Congratulations. Went to Florida. All right, I still remember the thing I sent to Coin Crew. That took so many weeks by letter mail. I thought it was lost for a while. Who knows where it went? Like when I send stuff, I watch the tracking. Sometimes things go weird. It's all different weird ways. Yeah. So far, everything's got where it's going. When I insure stuff, it's not insured through the United States Postal Service, which is good. I think Ida this morning was asking if insurance is worth it. Like when you insure something, she was saying or implying or indicating that when you insure something through the United States Postal Service, that they know the value of the package. Like the couriers, I don't know what information the couriers are able to access, if they're able to see that it's insured and the value, if that's on the outside of the package or it's something that's in the computer system that they see. But when I send packages from me in Toronto to you, it's not insured through the United States Postal Service. So if it doesn't have that invoice on the outside of it for things that are $300 or more, they're not going to know that it's insured or that it's valuables. It only has your label on it. There's no indication of what's in it. It's insured through a third party, through the shipping service that I use. So none the wiser is what I'm trying to say. Let me update the spreadsheet. We got 2 lots left. Spreadsheet is pinned to the top of the chat if you've come in late and want to see what is there. There's a few items that were pulled. They're available. There's stuff on the add-on page. I didn't have the time to put add-ons from last week. Unsold items typically go forward on the add-ons page. Deadhead, I still have the 1947 straight 7 Maple Leaf, if that's something you're still after. I had it up last week, and it should be on the add-ons page, but again, I didn't have time to do that. Everything from last week is still in a milk crate over there, and I could just grab it. The price is on it. I can't remember the price, or I could pull up the spreadsheet and just show it on screen. All right, we got 2 lots left. Spreadsheet is updated. Everybody's totals are in there. Then it would be on your electricity bill, you big nerd. It'll be on one of your utility services. Lot 15. Lot 15. Canada, 2013 $20 fine silver coin. A.Y. Jackson, the Saint Tidy Discaps. I don't know, a Snowcap Mountain or something, I think that says. I really don't know. A.Y. Jackson, I believe, was one of the group of 7. It's 4 9s fine. The actual silver weight just over a troy ounce, like 1.001 troy ounces or something like that. 31.39. That 6 should not be there. That was a typo. Heavy fingers. Let me fix that in the spreadsheet. It's going to stay the same in the bots. It's 31.96 grams, diameter 38 millimeters, mintage of 7,000, starting bid $95. It is a beautiful coin. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. It comes with the mint packaging, maroon clamshell, COA. The COA is really long on this one. I struggle to refold it because of all the folds. You get a whole bunch of information about the lore, before. You have a picture of the painting that is depicted on the coin. Painting from 1930. How about that? Again, I believe he was one of the group of 7. Got Goomba Gary at 95. Any other interest? Beautiful coin. Look at that. A.Y. Jackson, Canada, $20 face value. 60 seconds on the clock. Canada, 2013. A little bit of spotting on the capsule. It shows this is the house under snow. That is wild with a tree in there. I wonder where that painting is. If that's at the Art Gallery of Ontario, it'd be really nice to go and take a look at it. The capsule is spotted. The spots are reflecting off of the capsule, so you can see that the capsule is spotted. Are they all moving? Very nice one. Hey, Can. 30 seconds remaining. $20. Canada, 4.9's fine. 31.96 grams. Got Emo the Fish Keeper at 100. Looking for 105. Bid on the 5s over 100. Learned that from Can. A.Y. Jackson. Beautiful coin, beautiful coin. 10 seconds remaining. A final is coming up in the chats. Group of 7. Looking for 105. Any interest? 105. Beautiful coin. A.Y. Jackson, group of 7. He's a famous painter. And bidding is closed. Goomba, you were just slightly too slow. Now, that's one I've not. That's my first time having that happen. 110. My first time having that happen. Like the insurance, if you pay yeah. 110, yeah. Your highest bid that's what you put in. So, yep. Congratulations, Emo. Hey, Can, did you share me out? You got like 1 million subscribers. I'd have so many people here if you. I'm putting something together for you, Can. I think you're gonna like it. I just got to get around to sending it. Whatever. What do you mean, whatever? Whatever you. Be faster. You were like, if you were too, like, whatever you. Love you too. I don't think this is the original clamshell for this. The coin doesn't quite fit. Yeah, it's deep. Hey, Cadro Hunter. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey, you got a big channel. Have you ever shared me out to let people know that Cadro Hunter has like 27,000. You know, this is my 4th auction this year. I took like a 6-month break after the tariffs hit August 17th. You know, I'm really trying to promote these sales and have them pick up. And, you know, you guys with the big channels and all the followers, if you share it out and like spread the word for me, I mean, I'd be forever grateful for that. I am the only person in Canada who is doing these live auctions on YouTube. And I'd really like to get to the point where I'm selling out, and at which point I would do this like twice a week now that I have the bot helping me. It's good to see you, Cadro Hunter. Hope you're doing well. He was in Mexico, coin roll hunting in Mexico recently. You know, I do my best. I'm here every Tuesday. We got Canadian coins, and it's not easy. It's not easy. I feel much better about it when I'm like last year I was selling out, but then I took a really long break. So, you know, you got to put in the work to get the reward. So I'm putting in the work again, and hopefully things do start to pick up again. But yeah, if you guys with the bigger channels didn't mind sharing me out and saying, hey, Block does weekly coin auctions. He's the only one in Canada doing it. Lots of awesome stuff. You know, I showed some ancient coins today. We just showed this one. The last coin was an awesome one. It was had a couple gemstones on it. You know, it's not easy. It's a miracle that I stumbled upon doing all of this, you know. But let me update the spreadsheet, and it brings us to the last lot. Especially you guys you guys have big followings and people listen to the things you say. You know, I'm just little blockers. I'm doing what I can. I mean, I'm really happy that I get people coming in and buying stuff from me. I appreciate all the bids. I appreciate all the people I do get watching. I feel very blessed that to even have this opportunity. I've said it before, I'm actually genuinely surprised there's no one else in Canada who does this, because there's so many people in the US who do auctions on a regular basis, and there's really no one in Canada. So kind of got the market cornered on the Canadian coins, right? Shipped into the US directly via the United States Postal Service. So definitely hope that the bidders grow. Yeah. Well, this brings us to our last lot of the week, lot 16. Lot 16 is Canada 1962 penny bankroll. Original bankroll. Says Toronto on it. Bank of Montreal, Toronto. Starting the bid is $10. 90 seconds on the clock. Bidding is open. Bank of Montreal, Toronto, 50-cent pennies, 1962 bankroll. It's a little bit loose, but it is an original roll. 1962. Got a bunch of brilliant uncirculated cents in there. 50 of them, a whole 50 cents. 1962. Got deadhead coins at 10, looking for 11. Queen Elizabeth II. I've never been on Whatnot at all as a buyer or a seller. Bank of Montreal, Toronto, Ontario, 50-cent pennies. Like I said, last year I was selling out week after week in the summer, but then I stopped, so I lost some of the crowd. I got Cadro Hunter at 11, Deadhead coins at 12. 30 seconds on the clock. Cadro Hunter at 13. The prices are in US dollars, just so you know, in case you, yep. Sometimes Canadians do forget that, so I should have that on the screen somewhere. I keep meaning to do that. 10 seconds on the clock. Deadhead coins at 14. A couple times I've had Canadians come in and bidding, and then I tell them it's US, and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know. Bidding closed. Deadhead coins at 14. Yeah, I think I need to have that on the screen somewhere. That prices are, or I should put that in the pinned thing at the top. Thank you, bidders. Because most of the people who buy from me are in the US, and their brains aren't mathematically inclined as ours with the conversion rates. If I told them that everything was in Canadian prices, they'd go, holy shit, that's expensive. And I'm like, no, it's in Canadian. And they're like, oh, what's that in freedom units? Check those for guitar harp. If he opens them, you gonna open them, Deadhead? So we got you there. I'm just gonna put a permanent thing. If it's scrolling, people won't always see it. It's something I need to add though. I forget to tell people. The Americans know, and I cover it. It's in the spreadsheet, and I cover it at the start. But that's different. Like it should just say like somewhere there. Let me update the spreadsheet. That's all the items. Deadhead coins. Doesn't know if he's gonna open it. Do it. I have a bankroll of 1964 pennies, and so does Martin's Treasure Hunting, and we keep saying that we're gonna do a coin roll hunt together, a battle to see who finds the most stuff. There's like 7 varieties in that year. All right, and I'm updating the spreadsheet. So let's see, emo's gonna be a box. So emo always wants his stuff shipped right away. Deadhead coins, do you want a mailbag or do you want those couple items shipped right away? You could probably fit in a mailbag, but because those pennies, the roll is loose, it should probably go into a box. Because if I put that roll in a bubble mailer and it gets dropped, we can do a mailbag for you if you want. Emo, you want your stuff shipped? You usually want your stuff shipped. Goomba Gary, you probably have 2 full boxes now, Goomba. We got to get one of them shipped out to you right away. And so mailbags are 11 and the boxes are 16. So let me add Goomba's shipping on there. Sorry, was that yes please to mail it? Yes please to a mailbox or mailbag? Yes please to put it in a box? Sorry, I should have bid higher. Opening that roll would have been a great video. I have other rolls. I usually put like 1 each week. I actually have a roll of 1967 that will be next week. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Goomba. For under 300, it's included. It's when you go over that you got to add extra, and if you're over 300, then that's when it requires an invoice. Mailbox bag, I'm sure I will add to it soon. Okay, so deadheads, I'm gonna add also the shipping for a box. So, and then I'll put you here. So Goomba is 92. He said you send 100. I'll check. Deadheads, you're 41, and you're paid for a box up to 6 by 9 by 6 by 4 up to 300. 41. So that covers your shipping, and I'll write it where the mailbags and wallets are. And emo, I had you here for 212, and I got you for ship. And we got to ship Goomba's stuff. When I get the skateboard next week, if the snow's all gone, I'll skate out there and I'll get your stuff dropped this week. So we'll put shipping paid for Goomba, and then deadhead coins. I'm going to put paid, box paid. Don't forget there is the add-on sheet where there's stuff you can add on. Box paid, emo, and now I'll check. So just to show you that, whoops. So at the bottom here, there's the lots, there's the add-ons. So these are items from previous weeks that didn't sell. There was some stuff last week that didn't sell, which I wanted to add on here, but I didn't get around to it. So we'll probably add it on there. Thank you, Emo. Much appreciated. So we'll probably add that on there. One of the items that didn't sell last, I could actually bring the spreadsheet up and show you. But and then the shipping info is here. If you had any questions, just ask. So the tariffs are still in effect, Kat. It's unnecessarily complicated. So $300 US or less, it does not require an invoice. I can send up to $800 of banknotes, stamps, coins, bullion, and books, tariff duty free. But if it's over $300 US, it requires an invoice to be affixed to the parcel. This is basically an itemized list, full inventory of what's in the box, shows what's in the box. So some people probably won't want that. Everything is insured and has tracking, and it's insured with a third party. It's not insured with the United States Postal Service. So if it's under 300, they don't know what's in it or what the value is or what's in there. yeah, it's $11. These prices, where does it say it here somewhere? Oh, I thought it said it on here that prices are in US. Prices are in US. I gotta put that in here somewhere. I swear I had that in here. It's here. Prices are in US. Let me put it on here too. Prices are in USD. Make that bold. There we go. Make that bigger. 11 for a bubble mailer. In Canada, it's cheap for me to send stuff in Canada. So like if you got like for me to send a bubble mailer to you, CAD would only with tracking would be like $11 Canadian, since you're on this side of the border. And it's 16 for a box. Yeah. Are you gonna have any questions? Am I explaining things well? Sometimes I have trouble finding the words. Desktop. Thank you everyone for bidding. I'm going to go into my email and check that everything came through. If you haven't already got a magnet, you get a magnet. I think most of you have got magnets already. Nice. Have it on the marquee. I don't know. Do it. Show what you didn't sell last week. On here. Okay, I got emo. So insurance is always included. I don't know, maybe I didn't explain that well. Everyone, like you're good, but if it's this, if your package is this, you add this. 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 But as soon as you're into this area, that's when you're going to have an invoice affixed to the parcel. If it's $300 or less, you don't have to pay any extra. That's 16 is good up to 300. Actually up to 400, but you'd have an invoice. So yeah. But thank you for the tip. Desktop. Very interesting. It makes sense. I need to, it's a lot. It's hard to explain, I think. I need to look more into, I have folks in the States who want to buy my coin roll hunting mat, but I haven't been shipping to the US. Chit chat. See if they're around your area. But that's a pretty low cost item. Yeah, all right. So let me mark emo as paid. I don't know when I'll be shipping again. Most likely, so I shipped on Friday. The shipping center is a 2-hour round trip, so I don't go all the time like I used to. I used to go like a couple times a week because it was so close. I'll probably be going like twice a month. Once I have my electric skateboard should be in next week, and it's different. It's 2 hours on public transit, but on the electric skateboard it should take an hour, and I like skating around for fun. So once the snow is gone and the roads are clear, during the summer at least, I'll be shipping a little more. I'm looking for bills 5, 10, 20 from 2020, 2017, 2009, 2004-ish. I think I have 10s. I think I have 5s and 10s, uncirculated polymers. And I think I have an older one, I have an older one. It's the one that came after the Devil's Face. And I have a paper 2 from whatever the last 2 was with the Robins. Looking for bills. I mean, everyone's already sent their payments, so there's no point in really showing the rest of the stuff. Also, yeah, PayPal goods and services. I forgot to say that. Paid. And Goomba paid. So you got like Goomba, you paid half of your next box. Half of your next shipping. So I'll put together a $300 box for you, Goomba and Emo. And what does the calendar say? It'll probably be this month. Again, it depends on either way, whether I skate or take the bus, it'll be this month, but probably see. So if you come back next week, emo, and I haven't shipped, you could add more stuff. That's the only thing. The shipping center that was in my neighborhood, it closed. It sucks. They closed the one that was in the middle of all the others, and it's a 2-hour trip now for me to go and drop stuff off. It was like 2 hours and 3 minutes. It was a real pain in the ass. It was snowing here last night and the power went out. We had trees blow down here in the city over the weekend. That's a pretty low cost item. Your mat, yeah. At least you're adaptive. Raining as usual. I look more into that. Very interesting. Weather. I did not get any tracking, by the way. Check your email. I emailed everybody their tracking. Sent. Let's see here. Yep. Let's see here. Did I actually not? I swear I sent everybody there. Goomba. William. Wait, sent. Okay. William, Martin, Tarragon, Sue, Emo, Otis. Huh, is it a draft? Nope, that's weird. For vid. Somehow. Huh. Yep, that's right. Let me send that to you. Thanks for letting me know. I thought I sent it to everyone. Somehow I must have clicked the wrong buttons or something. Shipments. Yeah, name of the shipping company is Chit Chats. Since 2001. In transit. Thank you everyone for bidding. Thank you everyone. I got all your payments. Everyone's marked as paid. I got Deadheads paid, wallet, emo paid, ship as soon as I go to ship. It's possible that it will still be here next week, right? So I'll probably be shipping like at most like maybe every other week. And I just shipped on Friday, right? We got snow on the ground again. Like if I only have 1 or 2 packages, I'm not trying to travel 2 hours to go drop those off. And then the next week I have 2 more. I'd rather have like 6, 7, 8 packages and, 8 birds with 2 stones. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Did someone else get delivered? Oh, Martin. Where's Goomba? There's Goomba. Click this, copy. Into my email, click here, send mail, paste, need the other keyboard. Hi, York. Tracking info. There you go, Goomba. And chat. I don't know if they'd be where you are. They have different ways of getting the stuff to them. Like they can pick it up or you can mail it to them and then they mail it. But depending what it is, like, Canada Post, you can send up to $100 Canadian and mark it as a gift and there's no tariff or duties. It's just that I send more than that, so using this company makes more sense. It sucks though. They used to have an office closer to me and they're pretty far away now. Sweet, snow and raining as usual. Got web. I think the can. I think Emo lives north of me. I got his address here. I'm gonna check. So the polymer notes, I don't show them to, like, I have them, I've shown them, no one's ever wanted them, but I have them, or I could add them as add-ons. Thanks for popping in, Can. Enjoy your dinner. Have a good night, my friend. It's always nice to see you. Good to stream yesterday, music and everything. Very nice. Yeah, Emo lives north of me. That is hilarious. Emo lives north of me in the United States. I live in Canada. Emo lives in the United States, and he lives north of me. How about that? That's hilarious. Was ice fishing for 5 hours, caught nothing. Uh-oh. Did you push the ice block into the hole, or did you pull it out? How long have I been here? I'll hang out for like another 10 minutes and chat, and then I'm gonna go. I wasn't keeping track of how long the auction took this week. Night Cadroll Hunter, thanks for popping in. Again, you folks with the larger channels, if it's not too much to ask, it'd be amazing if y'all shared out the weekly auctions to help grow what's going on. The more people I have, the more sells, the more stuff I get, the more often I'll do it, and it's better for everyone, me and all of you. But I thank you all for tuning in, hanging out. Next week, Cadroll Hunter, I have a bankroll of 1967 cents that will be up for auction. If I know that might be something you're interested in, so there's that. And I'm always open to suggestions as far as things that people are looking for. People suggest things, and it's not always available, but I do try and grab things that people are interested in. Hope you're well. Hi, Dandy Dave. Thanks for popping in. Quite possible as the Pacific Northwest is probably north of Toronto. Yeah, there's quite a bit. Montana, North Dakota, most of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and parts of Michigan are north of me. Parts of Idaho and Washington. Most of Washington are north of me. Vermont and Maine are north of me too, as well as parts of New Hampshire. Parts of New York too. How about that? Parts of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are north of me. Parts of Michigan, Wisconsin are north of me. Parts of Minnesota, all of North Dakota. Looks like all of Montana. Parts of Idaho, Washington, and potentially parts of Oregon. I think Portland, Oregon is north of me too. So I was going to grab these. I can put them as add-ons, but yeah, I have uncirculated 5s, uncirculated vertical 10s, uncirculated 2017 commemorative 10. I have one last paper 10. I guess the 2 is gone. I think I have a 1. How you doing, Dandy Dave? I hope you're doing well. I have a mailbag here for you. I shipped everything except some of your stuff and some of Goomba's. Everything shipped on Friday. I tried sending you an invoice and emailing you. The shipping was due on your thing. I've changed the way I do that now. I have a flat rate now, and I ask for it up front so that people's stuff, as with yours, won't get held up again in the future. I've mailed enough stuff that I'm comfortable doing a flat rate. The flat rate is cheaper than what I was charging last year when I was going through the other company. Last year, the flat rate was $18, but there was often times, especially if you lived west of the Rocky Mountains, that I had to charge more. Haven't been experiencing that, like with the price getting substantially higher the further away you are. I think that was something that that was with the old company that I was using. So yeah, mailbags are 11 and boxes are 16. Your stuff's packed. I wanted to ship it out, but the shipping was due. Unfortunately, we can keep it as a mailbag and you can continue to add to it. Or if you would like to have it shipped, it's $11. It's a mailbag right now. So yeah, I have those. I have uncirculated 5s, uncirculated vertical 10s, uncirculated commemorative 10. Oh, it looks like, oh no, there's one there. These things, if they don't sell soon, these are current notes. Like, I might spend these. Like, there's $40 right there. I was planning to buy more, but we'll look. Oh, I canceled it. Don't worry about it. I canceled it. I mean, if you want it to sit as a mailbag, that's fine. As long as you know. Because I don't ship too often, so when I do, I like to get things shipped. It'll probably be like a couple weeks. A week or, like, yeah, the earliest that I would ship again would be the 27th. But, yeah. But I'm kind of leaning towards the week after, like the Monday, even the Tuesday, because I should have my skateboard by then, and if the snow's melted, I can just skate out there. It's faster. It's just across the city. So the spreadsheet's pinned at the top. There's more add-ons and there's stuff that was pulled. You're welcome to buy the stuff that was pulled. There's the add-ons. Goomba said show the stuff that didn't sell that he's already seen. So let's see here. This would become an add-on. This might already be an add-on. There's the 1947 straight 7 maple leaf. That's not going to be an add-on. This might be an add-on, a 1971 clip planchets. And these large items, these aren't going to be add-ons. Those are things that in like a few weeks they'll get popped back up. Yes, please be safe. So, yeah, these 4 items would be add-on. A 1971 Canadian penny clip planchet, 1947 straight 7 maple leaf. That's gonna go as an add-on. The Matthews, I think, is already on there. Maybe not. It's not. No, it's not. But that'd be the same price as C5. And then there's a paper one from 1967. So that's all there was. April 3rd and 6th are a long weekend. Yeah, I plan on getting stuff shipped again this month. I have a backlog with Goomba's stuff. I gotta get it out. I put all this stuff into one box. I spent forever packing it, and then I printed the shipping label. The shipping label was on the box, and then it had like this small little warning, and it says invoice needed for items over 300. I slept on it. I woke up, and like I was thinking, oh, an invoice in the box. I actually went and I read it on their website. It says, I can read it here because I sent it to someone else. So where is it? Shipments with a retail value of 300 USD or greater. Higher value shipments may need to have their retail values verified at the US border more frequently. Items with a market value that is difficult to verify. Collectibles, example, trading cards, comics, coins, etc. Vintage items or items where the market value may otherwise be difficult to determine. Will require an invoice for US customs verification. So it also include items that have a broad market value, value which fluctuates. And then that is, let me open this up over here. Dang it, my lip's bleeding. I shouldn't have chewed that dry skin. Should have got chapstick. Okay, sent. Oh, come on. Why are we not? Thank you. Oh, I'm in the wrong email. Jeez, that's no good. Sent. I'm going to review this and then I'm going to go. We're done. Again, thank you, bidders. Thank you, Tarragon-Sioux, Rule Hunter, Goomba Gary, Emo, Deadhead Coins. Appreciate your bids very much. So this is the page. Does my shipment need an invoice? Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. All right. Attaching an invoice. I suppose it says in the event that they request it, I have to provide it in a timely manner. You know, that wording, I guess that means I could omit it, and then if they ask for it, just have it ready to provide. Because it's saying the best practice is to include it with all of your shipments. But then I come down here, but then also the wording isn't, it says higher value shipments may need. It doesn't say it's required. Like, I'm just reading this again with fresh eyes. And then it says we strongly recommend placing it in a label envelope or a separate envelope. So they're just recommending it. But then it also says for coins, it will require an invoice. So I think that's the verbiage that got me, right? Coins will require an invoice. And then also it says you should include one over 300. Good night, Deadhead Coins. Thanks for stopping in and bidding. Thanks for the payment. Got your mail bag. I'll keep a note of the stuff that you're after. Appreciate you being here. You have yourself a blessed night, my friend. We'll see you again real soon. So it's like they recommend it, but also require it for coins. So it's like if I don't put, I mean, if I didn't do it often, it'd probably, like, it's a numbers game. I mean, I've had a package that was sent to me opened by Canadian Customs once in 3 years now, and I've had one package that I've sent out opened once in 3 years. You know, so that's like, it's like a fraction of a percent. Good night, see you, sweet dreams, night night, sleep tight. Good night, Goomba. I'm gonna put this stuff back where it was, but that's it for this week. I'll be back tomorrow night hunting pennies. I appreciate all of you who do mail calls for the stuff you get from me too. That helps. Yep. Unless anyone else had any questions or anything anyone wanted to see or add, probably going to run. Thanks for helping Tarragon-Sioux. Again, thank you, bidders. Thank you for the 16 likes. If it has a Goomba, if it has a COA, it says what the precious metal is in it. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. So like this here, this says it's $3. You look at this, it says $3 on the coin. Does that look like $3 painted with jewels and it says fine silver? I don't think so. Right? You open it And it says what it is. It says that it's 7.96 grams of 4 nines pure silver. That's very easy to figure out what the value of that is, right? So if you wanted to do something like that, then yeah, but the thing is, if I get caught, I can get banned from shipping to any of you ever again. I was talking to my LCS about it. He knows people that it has happened to. Do I want to lose the ability to ship stuff to you? Right? The only thing that would really work for is junk silver. Like it said, also, they can just look up that barcode, the universal product code, and then they're going to get a value that's. And let me do that, right? That's why I've tore the barcode off stuff I've sent to you previously, right? And you didn't like that, did you? Why isn't this typing? It's not about me going in jail. I can be banned from shipping stuff to you. So I punch that barcode and it brings me there. What if I do the other number? Yeah, and then when I get banned and I can't ever send anything to you, you gonna be happy about that? Of course you're not. And then that barcode brings us here. And you can see that the retail on it was $55. So that doesn't work. Very easy to look up the value of something like this. Right? That's a lot more than $5. Now you're talking about politics and violating my chat rules because you want to make a point. Good night, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Have a good